You did it. So, what we wanted to do is sort of give a description of everything that went on in the proposal there at the Magic Kingdom. The video before sort of cuts in right in the middle of the beginning of it, and I wanted to describe what was going on just as you come into the scene. So, the way that I sort of worked with... So, when you come into the scene, you see a whole bunch of people just crowding around us and my family. And what that is it's a magical moment that was created by a cast member by the name of Jeff. And Jeff created this magical moment that when you ask a guest if they want a family photo and they say yes, you shout out family photo. And then all the cast members that are close join the photo and then become part of your family. And we were already lined up for the photo. Then I had just asked my mom if she wanted a family photo, and she said yes, and then I shouted out family photo. And that's when all those cast members came in.
And I'm standing here like, why are you yelling in my ear?
You mentioned that you had felt weird about it.
Yeah, it happened very fast. I had no idea what was going on and where all these people even came from.
And so that's where we're coming straight into that part of the video. Is we're coming into, I had just screamed family photo, and everyone is joining into the photo. And it's all our closest friends. It's all, at the time, they were all co-workers. And we even ended up with people we didn't know in that photo. While that was taking place, my best friend was actually behind the group, hiding something very specific. And it's a rose from Beauty and the Beast, and it's got a rose petal down at the bottom. And on the rose petal sat Christina's engagement ring. So she used the crowd to hide behind them. Now, I really want to talk about the rose itself, not because it's Beauty and the Beast, not because of its value to us. It does have great value because Beauty and the Beast is actually our shared favorite movie. But the reason I want to talk about it is I actually had to go through certain channels to be able to get it to be brought into the park. So I had to talk to guest relations, I had to talk to managers, I had to talk to security people to be able to bring it into the park because it is made of glass. In the park, you're not allowed to bring glass in. The only glass you're allowed to bring in is baby jars, right?
Yeah.
That's it?
Baby food, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, when my friend came to the park with this, knowing that the proposal was going to happen, I'd already gone through all the email channels, who to talk to, of course without Christina knowing.
I was completely oblivious to all of this.
And when my friend got there, they actually kept a security guard with her as she walked down Main Street and hid the rose from everyone. Then as the crowd opened up, my friend stood there with the rose, and then the rest you get to see. You also get to see that when I tied the engagement ring, so to be able to keep the engagement ring on the petal of the rose, I actually had to tie it with a ribbon to sit on there, and you even hear one of our friends say, "Did you tie it too tight, you silly goose?" So, after that, we had a really, really great moment, and it does bring me to tears because it was our engagement, but it brings me to more tears because after I shouted out that Christina had said yes, I then announced that it was my grandmother's birthday because that's how I got Christina there.
We usually dress up matching, but we dressed up like Beauty and the Beast colors.
Because we were going on the pretense of my grandmother eating at Be Our Guest restaurant.
For dinner, yeah.
So,
which was completely believable, so I believed it. I thought that's why we were going.
And then I did say that there was a very touching moment is I announced to everyone there that it was my grandmother's birthday, and I would say about 50 to 60 people sang happy birthday to my grandmother. Sadly, it was her last birthday, but it was a very great, touching moment to have as a memory. So, and then the rest of it you guys get to see. You go on our adventures with us, and you'll see as we grow as a couple. So.